Israel has officially recognized Somaliland and is quickly moving to strengthen its political and strategic influence in the region. Somaliland sits at a critical point near the Red Sea and the el-Mandeb Strait, which is, one of the most important shipping routes in the world. This really raises a big question. Can Egypt and Turkey stop Israel's move in Somaliland? Both countries oppose Israel's growing presence and are watching closely, as their interests in the Red Sea and ties with Somalia could be affected. This is Inside Horn, a channel dedicated to facts, clarity, and reliable analysis. No rumors, no propaganda, no misinformation, only the truth, so you can understand the Horn of Africa clearly and without bias. The recognition of Somaliland has escalated tensions in the Horn of Africa. Somaliland declared independence from Somalia in 1991, after the collapse of the Somali central government. Since then, it has functioned with its own government, security forces, and democratic elections. For more than 3 decades, Somaliland has sought international recognition, but most countries avoided acknowledging it, respecting Somalia's territorial claims. Israel's decision marked a historic moment. It became the first United Nations member state to formally recognize Somaliland as a sovereign and independent state. Leaders in Somaliland welcomed this as a major diplomatic breakthrough after years of seeking international support. So, following the recognition, Israel and Somaliland began discussions about closer cooperation. This included, diplomatic ties, economic partnerships, and even potential security coordination. Analysts say Israel's interest is driven largely by Somaliland's strategic position near the Red Sea. Somaliland lies along the Gulf of Aden, pretty close to the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. This narrow passage connects the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean, and honestly, it's a critical route for global trade. Every year, a large portion of commercial cargo and oil shipments between Asia, Europe, and the Middle East passes through this corridor. Because of this geography, regional and global powers closely monitor developments. Israel's presence in Somaliland is seen as a way to increase security in the Red Sea, especially after attacks on commercial ships in nearby waters raised international concerns. The move has also provoked political reactions. Somalia has strongly rejected Israel's recognition of Somaliland, calling it a violation of its sovereignty. The Somali government continues to consider Somaliland part of its territory and, opposes any international recognition of the region. Egypt and Turkey are closely observing these developments. Both countries have strategic interests in the Red Sea and the Horn of Africa. Egypt relies heavily on the Suez Canal, which is, honestly, one of the world's most important trade routes, making stability in the Red Sea critical for its economy and national security. Turkey maintains strong ties with Somalia and operates a large military training base in Mogadishu. Ankara supports Somalia's territorial integrity and, prefers regional stability. For these reasons, both Egypt and Turkey are, understandably, uneasy with Israel's growing influence in Somaliland. They see the move as something that could shift the balance of power along the Red Sea corridor. However, stopping Israel's move is not straightforward. Recognition and diplomatic relations are decisions made by countries based on their national interests. Egypt and Turkey can support Somalia politically, raise concerns in international forums, and strengthen influence in the Horn of Africa, but honestly, they cannot directly reverse Israel's recognition. This situation reflects a broader geopolitical competition in the Red Sea and the Horn of Africa. The region's ports, trade routes, and strategic locations make it extremely important for both global and regional powers. Every development here can have far-reaching effects on trade, security, and political influence. How Egypt, Turkey, and other actors respond will, in the end, shape the political landscape of this strategically vital region for years to come.